Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US, and I wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm getting just a little bit of time real quick in between things on Christmas Eve, and hoping you guys are all able to celebrate some way. I know this year looks very different for us and for a lot of different people, just as a different year, but I hope that you are still able to make it feel like a special holiday season. I'm going to do a quick pour. Well, I'm hoping it's a quick pour because I've got to get back to other things, but I'm going to do a Christmas tree pour very similar to, I believe it was Sarah Mack was the first person I saw that did this. It's been done a lot, but I'm going to do my own version today. So I'm just going to flood my canvas with white. All of my paints are mixed with Floetrol, and because this is similar to a Dutch pour, I've also added water, and I'm really hoping I mixed up enough white, but we'll see. You can see how quick it moves. Well, maybe you can see. It's kind of hard to see white on white, but it moves very quickly across the canvas because it's watered down. So I was hoping for a white Christmas this year. I don't think we're going to get one, but we are having beautiful snow flurries, just like snow globe look to it, which I kind of love. But it's very cold in Michigan today, so I'm going to enjoy it from my window with the fire going because it's very cold. All right, let's see if we can get this to cover the whole canvas without losing too much of the paint. I think I've got my setup figured out so you guys can see my canvas a little better. Oops. There we go. Let's go back this way. And I've got the teeniest bit of white left in my cup, so hopefully that will cover anything I'm missing. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can get the last little bit over here. I can always touch up my edges with white. With a Dutch pour, I don't like to do that, but if you have to, you can. Not the preferred method, but it works in a pinch. Let's get this corner. I was planning on doing this before I started my video. I'm sorry, I should have. This is kind of boring, but it's important, so you want to make sure everything is well covered. Now, because my art room is so cold, I do have my heater going, but it's still pretty chilly out here because it's so cold outside. It has a hard time warming up the space when it's going from, I don't know, it feels like it's maybe in the 20s out right now. Trying to get that up to a warmer temp like in the 60s. It doesn't do a great job, but so all of that to say, I do have some paint. Normally I would stick my fingers in the paint and use that on the edges if needed, which you can definitely do, but I've also got black paint on my table. So just be aware if you're painting in colder temps like I am, a lot of times the paint that falls onto your table doesn't dry very quickly. So right now, even though it's been, gosh, I don't know, almost a week maybe since I painted last, the black paint that is still on my table is still very wet. So just be aware of that. Nothing major, just something to think about so you don't accidentally turn your white background to gray. Okay, so I think I've got everything covered. It's a little bit easier when you're doing a white background because you're putting it on a white canvas, so if you miss a spot, it's really not the end of the world. It will more than likely dry just fine. So don't stress out about that too much. I do try to have very pretty corners, edges of my canvas, I should say. Okay, let's jump in. See if I can get this back in frame for you. There you go. So this is an 11 by 14 inch canvas. It's just a level 1, which is real thin, like ½ inch thick. I do like the level 2, which I'll show you. So this is a level 2 thickness. And there's the level 1. So you can see there's a significant difference I don't think there's a difference as far as will they sell or necessarily the quality of the actual canvas itself, but it looks nicer, I think, on a wall, especially if you don't frame your art. So just something to keep in mind. All right, I found these at my local grocery store. If you guys are from Michigan, Meijer is where I got these. They are jumbo silicone straws. So I like them because they're flexible. So hopefully that will work. That's my plan today. Now, when Sarah did hers, she kind of almost ran out of room at the top. So I'm going to try to mark where I want them so I can just in my mind go, okay, level 1, that'll probably sink right in, but 2, 3, and then the top. Okay. Gives me a kind of a visual idea of what I'm trying to do here. And I have lots of different colors. I wanted to share this one with you guys. This is Liquitex Lime Green, and it's such a bright, vibrant green. And if you guys are doing any kind of Grinch paintings for Christmas, that's the color you want. It works fantastic. I did a little hand holding an ornament. All right, we have grass green, deep green, turquoise green, lime green, and goldenrod yellow, which is my custom color that is a mix of cadmium medium yellow hue plus cadmium orange and a drop, just a drop of purple. And I'm gonna throw some gold in there because why not? That is my favorite gold. It's actually pretty much the only one I use anymore. It's 24K gold by Deco Art Extreme Sheen. So if you can get your hands on this, it's fantastic. I really love that gold. It dries beautifully. It's got an absolutely gorgeous sheen to it, hence the name Extreme Sheen, I assume. All right, let's hop in. I've already lost on my lines, but we'll try to do this. These paints, like I said, all thinned down with water. Oh goodness, all thinned down with water. There'll be a nice big chunk of that color there. Because you want, for a Dutch pour, if you're blowing your paint, you want it to move easily. Although this might be a little thin, we'll see. All right. I might have someone honking at me in a minute. I got all my gifts wrapped, ready to go under the tree, and when I did that, I finally opened all the packages that I had ordered and realized one gift was never delivered. Oh, thank goodness it's for my husband, so he and I can just kind of laugh about it. He's pretty easygoing. All right, I don't want a ton of this yellow, which I mixed up probably way more than I need, but just here and there, just a little. And then, of course, my delicious lime green. I was talking to my mom online, and she's very organized, very planned. She likes everything to go by plan, and I'm very fly by the seat of my pants, and everything's been last minute, and she just couldn't understand how I could function that way, but we've got almost everything ready for Christmas Day tomorrow, so I guess it's okay. All right, here we go. Well, I'm getting way more lacing than I wanted, but maybe that'll be okay. Maybe I need to put a little more green down. So each layer I want to go a little bit narrower. So I'm not going to do my line quite as wide as the first one. Oh, I forgot gold. I'll add gold to this section for sure. So just a line of whatever colors, and of course you don't have to do greens. I like these greens. Ooh. If you've watched my page, you know that I did a wood Christmas tree cutout that I did kind of in greens and golds, and it turned out really pretty. And so I know that I like that combo, especially for Christmas stuff. So I just went with that. But you can do whatever colors you want. Nobody gets to tell you what colors it needs to be. Let's throw some gold in here. All right. With your gold, it can take over, so experiment with a little. Sometimes maybe you don't want it on the top. Maybe you want another color on the top. Or maybe, I'm gonna add a little turquoise green here. Maybe you use less of it, but you'll kind of get the feel for it when you do just a little bit of experimenting. All right, here we go again, guys. I'm gonna have a snow-covered tree, apparently. I don't mind the snow-covered tree. I'm just not sure how overall that's going to look, so we'll see. Learn from, that's the beauty of YouTube. You can learn from my mistakes. I'll put a little more green on that one. I think maybe I'm trying to blow it too far. So maybe I will bring my colors down a little. Didn't really want that white line in between, but oh well. I like the gold there. That sure is pretty. Okay. All right, let's try this. It's a long ways for this paint to go. We'll see. Oh, I like that. Okay. I feel like I need to put another line there. I might just do that now before I get too far. It's too much white for me. So I'm just gonna come in, and you don't have to do it because of the way we're blowing this, you do not have to do a straight line. So if I was using a hair dryer, that might be a little more tricky. I do like the cells, they're pretty, but I really feel like it needs more down here. That's too much white. I don't mind the white at the bottom. Okay, toss in a little bit of yellow, not much. And some lime green that I love, love, love. I hope I don't completely mess this up, guys. Because I don't have time. I don't know if you've watched many of my videos, but I have a lot that I do over and over and over and feel like I have to try 6 or 7 times before I get to something I like. I don't have time for that today. So I'll have to be happy with whatever I get. And I just put my mouth on the wrong end of the straw and got paint in my mouth. Pay attention to which end to use, guys. Goodness sakes. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm liking that a little bit better. I'm gonna redo this section right here. And I'm just kind of trying to take a look back and see where I am. Make sure my tree is looking tree-ish. All right. I almost feel like this would have been better if my paints had been a little bit, just a little bit thicker. So maybe keep that in mind if you try this. Just popping some air bubbles real quick, guys. Really not liking this section here, so I'm going to do the same thing. We're just going to keep adding lines and hope that it works out. Too much white. I like a little bit of white, but that was too much. I think the other mistake I made was not using enough paint, so make sure you put some good amounts of paint. I'm gonna add a little more turquoise green here because I just think that needs it. And then we'll do some lime green, some yellow. Oh, I did a lot of yellow on that one. I wasn't really thinking, I just laid down the paint. All right, well, here goes nothing, right? Make sure I use the correct end of the straw here. Oh, I got a little carried away there. Okay, so when that happens, the beautiful thing is you can usually pick it up with your fingers and then just add a little more white, which hopefully I have enough to add. You know, it might be easier. Trying to work smarter, not harder here. I'm gonna pop that little bubble. There we go, big bubble. Okay. Let's see if we can just pick this up with paper towel. Guys, it's chilly out here today, my goodness. Okay, that's better. And we'll see if we can coax a little bit of white out of this. Oh yes, we'll be fine. We got white. There. Perfect. And it'll dry fine. I'm not going to worry about a little extra bump. I might give it just a real gentle blow from my straw. Super gentle, just trying to kind of balance things out here. All right. Oh goodness, it really is cold out here, guys. All right, I'm gonna hit this section up here again, but I might add some lime green and a little bit of gold, not much. All right, back with you. Here we go. I added some gold and some lime green. I don't remember which part of that was on video, if there was any of it that wasn't. Okay, I'm blowing it up a little bit just to get some color up there because it's going to be really hard to get a point that has all the colors in it that I can still blow out. So, the top of it I think is the trickiest. Okay. Little dark green. There are some lines I don't like, so I'll go through and tweak, but overall I think it's looking good. One little drop of yellow. This lime green is so full. I'm having a hard time pouring just a little. All right, here we go. And as gross as it is, make sure you're cleaning out your straw when you can. Just kind of tap it on paper towel or something to make sure it doesn't have any moisture collecting. I'm gonna add just a little bit of turquoise green. Right there. All right, I do need something. I need something right here. In the middle of all that turquoise green, we need some other colors. Oh, that's gonna be very lime green. Let's take a little bit of this, so it's not too overpowering. Okay. I need a little bit more separation here, so we'll just do a couple colors. Okay, I'm not loving that. That's a little better. I feel like the gold here is really overpowering, so I'm going to blow some of that turquoise green over it. See if we can't get that to a point that I like it better. I feel like I'm overworking this, guys, so learn from my mistakes. I don't know, a lot of times the Dutch pour, the more that you move the paint, the more, what's the word I want? Mixed the colors get. That's not the word I wanted, but I can't think of what I was trying to say. I just don't like this section, but I think if I mess with it anymore, I'm gonna be mad at myself. All right, guys. I don't know what I think of this one. That's shocking, right? For those of you who watch all my videos. All right, I think I'm almost done. I saw one more spot. I'm just gonna try right here. And I think I'm just gonna do the turquoise green and a drop of the lime, if I can get just a drop. There we go. All right, I think that helped. All right, guys, this is nowhere near as pretty as Sarah's. So check out her video if you want to do this and see what she did differently than me. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, I'm not happy with it. I'm going to just try to add some lines with my skewer, just to kind of, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't have enough shape. So So I'm just gonna try. I may regret this, I don't know. Through here, my goodness, it just looks like a big blobby mess. So we'll just take this white. So all I'm doing is trying to find spots where there's some white and pull it back up. Give it kind of a tree shape, Christmas tree shape. Very stylized, but nonetheless a Christmas shape, Christmas tree shape. I think that's helping. Here's hoping anyways, right? And because the paint is so fluid and there's quite a bit of it on here, the lines are gonna not stay real deep. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. They're not gonna be as thick as they look when I first create them. They'll kind of soften. So the paint will close in around that and you'll have a more soft line. A more soft, that would be softer is the word. Oh goodness. So, learn from my mistakes. This looks so much easier than I think it actually was, which shouldn't surprise me. I mean, the artists you see on YouTube make everything look easy, and then you attempt it and it's like, holy cow, that was very complicated. So, if I can do it, y'all can do it. I am liking it with the lines quite a bit better. I just feel like it was lacking tree shape. So we'll just help it along. And that's the beautiful thing about fluid art, is you can just tweak it as much as you need to. I'm gonna pull this out a little. There, I kind of like that. That's nice. Do the same thing there. Just giving it a little more shape than what it had. So thank you for staying tuned if you've made it all the way to this point. This video was supposed to be a nice quick one while my puppy was napping. And I was just told she's up. She's up and she could use someone to keep an eye on her, but my family's being wonderful and helping me out right now. So I get to hang out with you guys just a little bit longer, finish this little thing up, and then I'll head back into my duties, my responsibilities. Life is not always fun and games, right? I'm trying to clean my skewer in between every single little swipe that I'm doing. Give it a little bit of a taller top. Oh, I like that. So just continuing to add little details wherever I think it needs it. This gold really took over there, but I think I'm happy, guys. I think I'm done. So let me know what you think. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked this. I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button, but if you don't, I'm okay with that too. I'm just glad to have you here. Thanks so much for joining me. I will give you a close-up and some pictures at the end, so watch for that, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.